chop it up with you guys real quick, man, before I went in. Now you guys know, man, I'm constantly on, social media or whatever, interacting with men and women. And, I see that people are very, very quick to talk about, their education. And they're so quick to throw their education out there on the side of the road, as if that is like the end all. And I'm just saying this, man, listen, just because you have a degree, whether you went to school for 4 years, 8 years, 12 years, 20 years, whatever, what I'm gonna ask you is, what are you doing with that degree? Have you gotten the results? Because a lot of people think, just because I go to school for this amount of time, that's gonna equal success. It doesn't. If it was that easy, if just going to school was gonna automatically make you successful, it would be a lot more millionaires, billionaires, or people out here living the lifestyle that they want. But see, here's the thing. Yo, what the heck? My bad, y'all. I don't know. Best Buy just sent me something, man. So hopefully very, very soon I'll be getting something new, man, for my car. Cause this thing right here is about to tick me off, man. God, dog. But yeah, if getting an education was like the end all, like that was the goal, that was the purpose. You go to school, you go to college or whatever, and as soon as they give us a degree, then we automatically had the life that we want. What is so crazy to me, man, I look at the millionaires that I know, the billionaires that most of us know. Most of those people either didn't go to college or they didn't finish college. Because it's not all about your freaking education, man. It's honestly what you do with it. And what a lot of people learn, unfortunately, after they done spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on college, is that, I look at most people are doing it without a degree now. You know what I mean? Most people are reaching success without a degree now because all the information and everything that we need is now in the palm of our hand. We can now click on a video or go and look at some things on Google and stuff like that and get all of that information that some people went to school for years. And they can actually start like jumping in that field and getting that experience, because that's really what it's all about, man. It's all about that experience, all right? That hands-on. It's a lot of things that schools don't teach you, and you're gonna pay again hundreds. Oh, y'all have it. But you're gonna spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get certain knowledge. So we were discussing relationships the other day, right? And this lady continued to throw out her education. I have an educational background on this and that, and you know what I mean? This is the studies that I've done, and most of the things that she was pulling up was from Google. And I'm just like, so that's researching now. Just going to Google and typing. I mean, hey, I respect it, man. I respect it, you know what I mean? But you just got to keep in mind that anybody can write a freaking article. And, these things, most of the time, journalism can be one-sided. I know how journalism works, man. And most of those people have a hidden agenda. So there are ways that they can go in there and manipulate, words, numbers, the whole nine, man, to make it paint a certain picture that they wanted to paint. So you also got to keep that in mind, man. All right. So anyway, her and I, let me turn this doggone AC on, because I want to up his window, dog. I ain't about to be hot. What the hell is that in the road? But anyway, so, you know, we got into a, you know, a little back and forth or whatever. And again, man, you know, I'm not gonna fuss, fight, disrespect anybody. But I do want you to stand on whatever it is, whatever information you're presenting to me. It has to make sense, and you got to be able to back it up with data, you know, statistics, facts. All right. I don't want to hear nothing about you feel and all this other stuff, man, because we're not gonna get into that. All right. Because this conversation can go on forever. When you start throwing, like, where's the data, the facts, the statistics, and everything that supports whatever it is that you're saying, you'll see that most of the time people just be talking out the side of their doggone neck, man. Like, let's speak on facts. Like you said, you had an educational background in this, right? So I'm pretty sure you had to deal with data and statistics a lot, right? So show me that. Again, she continued to throw out, you know, I had an educational background and I know people that, okay, all right, so that's what this is. I know certain couples that did this and went about this. I'm telling you, man, it was just a whole freaking, I'm gonna say about 30 or 40 minutes, man. Like, I kept going back and forth or whatever. Like, I had jumped on live or whatever yesterday and did a little live video. If you guys haven't got the chance to check out that live from yesterday, man, yo, it was dope. It was freaking awesome, man. We had a lot of people that chimed in on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you know. Just go back and check out that live video from yesterday. It's called The Echo Chamber and Accountability. Go check that out, man. I'm telling you, they got a lot of jewels in there, for real. And we're gonna help y'all get to wherever it is that y'all trying to be, man. Rather, we're gonna throw the facts out. We're gonna throw the facts out and we're gonna rock from there. But anywho, so me and this, it was actually an older lady, and I didn't want to push the issue, but I kind of had to. I was just like, okay, all right, so you're giving all of this information, so, you know, and you're talking about education and all of that, but you got to ask yourself, is this person getting the results, or has this person gotten the results? Like, is their life showing you that I've got the results? So I'm speaking about relationships and what men and women need to do in order to be successful when it comes to being in a relationship. And I mean, I had to kind of, like, you know what I'm saying? I tried not to get personal, but I'm just like, okay, so at this point, you know what I'm saying? You keep punching at the bear. All right, okay, cool. We're gonna go ahead and keep it a bear, man. So my question to you is, you know, have you gotten the results? If you look at your life right now, would you encourage women to follow you in order to achieve those goals? If they want to be married, would you encourage women to do what you're doing or do what you did and get the outcome that you have right now in life? Because let's be honest, this lady was like, she was well in her 40s, probably approaching 50s. And when I looked at her doggone page, no ring, she did have children, but no husband, man, nobody to go home to. You're on freaking social media, and the problem that I have with that is the information that you're giving is not helping the younger generation in any type of way. What you're doing is you're adding to what is already happening right now. The information that you're giving to younger women and men is not accurate, and it's not helping them and benefiting them in any type of way. And you have an educational, from what she said, you have an educational background in this. So if you take the facts, the data, statistics, and what's going on right now, and you look at your own life and you see, I haven't got the results, but yet and still, you still feel the need to voice your opinion when it's honestly hurting the situation instead of helping the situation. But you know what I'm saying? And she you know, she tried it. Y'all know she tried it. The sign language. The sign language to it. I already know that is coming in every single debate that I get in with anybody. Men, beta men, simp, those little simp guys. Anytime I start throwing out, you know, the facts, the data, statistics, and everything, man, the first that's almost the next thing that they go to. Shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right, man. They will argue you to a T. They're gonna try to shame you. They will try to insult you, and then they're gonna try to guilt trip. You know, we as black people need to do this and do that and do that. I'm just like, yo, what you're doing is not helping the black community. I don't know why the heck a woman that age has seen her life, what has happened over the course of her life. And again, I'm not trying to bash single mothers at all, but you have about, what, 4 or 5 children, right? And I'm not saying that, you know, just because you have children that you can't correct mistakes, or I don't want to say mistakes, but you can't correct whatever, well, mistakes as far as having children with men that didn't give you a ring. I'm not saying that you can't fix those, all right? Because if you work on yourself, you do the work on yourself, right? And you work on your femininity, or if you're a male, you work on your masculinity, and you work on, if you're a male, figuring out what your purpose is in life and getting along with that purpose while working on your physical, your mental, your emotional, and all of those things, you can get those results that you need to get. And if you're a woman, again, you're working on your femininity, making sure if those kids are with you that you have some respectful, responsible children, and it will be easy to get in line and get on the program of a man that you deem that is going to be of value to you and your children. You know, if you want a man that's going to take care of you, take care of somebody else's kids, take care of the household, the whole nine, then you need to work on that femininity. You need to work on being that man's piece. So it'll be so easy for a man to, you know, get in there, and then you guys pretty much just get with his program. Children listen, you listen, you know, anything you need, babe. I don't want to stress you out in any type of way. I do understand that you're taking on a lot, all right? You as a man, I already know you got a lot that you have to deal with, especially if he's the breadwinner or he's moving towards that, to being the breadwinner, where he's trying to honestly like take care of y'all. Even if you have just like a average earning man, you still got to look at it like this. Like, for the single mothers out there, I have children. I understand that these are not his kids, but he's willing to accept me, accept my children, and I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to make sure this man is comfortable, because it's not too many men that's gonna step into that and take on that responsibility, especially a man that doesn't have any children at all. That's a lot, man. That is a lot, for real. So kudos, shout out to those men, or even if they do have children, that's a lot, man. Stepping into a situation like that. So I'm saying all that to say this, man. Hold on, y'all. Go ahead and get to the metal real quick. All right, but yeah, I'm saying all that to say this. The young lady that I was talking to, she's older than me, but the young lady that I was speaking with, I sensed that it was a lot of masculinity, it was a lot of hurt, probably a lot of trauma that she had been through. And even though she had an educational background and whatever we were speaking about, relationships and all this other stuff, to be honest, I'm not sure what, but she was throwing her educational background out there like it was relating to, you know, whatever we were speaking about. So I'm gonna say this: you have so many women out there that think that they have all the answers, but yet when you look at your life, either the past or the present, you haven't gotten the results, and you continue to move in the same manner that you were moving before you had children, when you were in your prime, when, you know, everything was, you know, hopefully tight or whatever, when you were in school and all this other stuff, man. And you continue to move in that manner, and you wonder why you still haven't gotten the results. but you're throwing your educational background out here like that. That makes sense. It doesn't make any sense. Your life is going to tell you if what you are doing is working, whether it's the past or it's the present, or are you working towards those things. And again, if you've already had children, I'm not knocking anybody that already has children. What I'm saying to you is, if what you have not been doing, if what you have been doing has not been working, then something needs to change. It's as simple as that. And I'm gonna say to men and women, stop giving out this false information that's leading the next generation into the same damn dead end and hole that we are in. All right. And that goes for every freaking thing, man. The traumas and stuff that, you know, we done had to deal with, the lack of financial literacy, all of that stuff. What we need to be trying to do is reverse that. All right, stop playing this victim Olympics. Take accountability for all of your actions. Accountability is one side. I cannot stress that enough. Let me go ahead and log in real quick, y'all. We're gonna be back. My fault. We are back. I honestly thought that thing had done got real. Shout out to Apple, man, because I really thought that was it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, like I was saying, we gotta stop giving out this doggone false information, man, and thinking that we're always right. You gotta sit back there. You gotta sit back and you gotta look at your life. All right. If what I haven't been doing has not been working, then let me stop for a second before I open my mouth and I start to speak. Let me look at my life. If I look at my past, what I was doing was not working. Now I'm looking at my present. Am I starting to get those results now that I want in life, regardless of what it is, whether it's money, family, whatever goals that you set out? All right? Am I starting to get those results? Now I want you to look at the topic at hand. If I am speaking about relationships, am I in a relationship myself? Would I deem my relationship as being successful? And if I'm not in a relationship, let me shut the hell up, because this ain't my fight, all right? Because it's obvious, again, that I'm not getting those freaking results. But people want to voice their doggone opinion so doggone bad, man. They want to be heard. Which, you know, I understand, man. I understand. You know, everybody thinks that they have the doggone answers. And I'm not saying that, you know, some of those people don't. All I'm saying is, you know, are you getting those results yourself? And I understand that, you know, everything is not going to work for everybody. So somebody may have gotten results over here, and you may try to do what they do and it don't work. But, you know, at least I know that you're coming from a place of, I know I've been through this thing, and I was able to achieve whatever it was that I was seeking out, and it does relate to the subject at hand. So I can tell you how I was able to reach success when it comes to this particular topic. But again, man, the problem that I have with people is they are so quick to voice their doggone opinion, and what they've been doing hasn't even been working for them. So why the hell should I believe you? Honestly, why? Oh man, I forgot to lay out a little. What's the name? Should I? You know what? I'm gonna save this for later on. I'll put this hat on a little bit later. Yeah, man. So this little live, man, wasn't to put anybody down. You know, if you went to school and you have an educational background in anything, what I would encourage those people, though, man, you know, if you're thinking about going to school, you know, hopefully it's going to be related to some type of trade. You know, it's a lot of people that that have a lot to say about like college and all that other stuff. And me personally, I'm not gonna be one of those people that try to keep people from, you know, going to college and getting that education and all that other stuff, man. Teach his own. Because I will say this, man. As a person that did attend, it was a lot of people, interactions, and things that I did not take advantage of. I think that establishing certain connections, linking up with different people in that way, and I think that college would be extremely beneficial if you look at it like that. Like it's a lot of people that I can honestly get to know, and you know, later on in life we may be able to link up and do some things, especially if it's relating to whatever it is my major is. Oh, I need to clean this crap out. But I don't ever want anybody to think that just because you have an educational background in something, just because you have a degree in something, that's the end all, man. Just because I got my degree in this, as soon as I graduate, I'm already gonna be qualified to have a certain type of life, man. I've seen so many people that go to school for 4, 8, 12 years and still get out and work a job that's paying less than 50. Still out here struggling. So I don't want anybody to think, man, yo, that's it. You know, as soon as I get out of school, it's promised, dog. I already know I'm gonna be able to get this job and get this job. When you get out there in the workforce, you are still going to have to compete. All right, I don't give a damn what it is. I don't care what it is, where they have interviews and everything else for. It ain't gonna be too many jobs out here that's gonna automatically give you a job. No, you're gonna have to interview. You're gonna have to compete with other people that are trying to get that exact job. And the higher you go up as far as pay and all that other stuff, the harder the competition is gonna be. And it's gonna be about who wants it more. All right? You're gonna have to compete, man, regardless of what happens in life. So don't just be out here thinking, man, like, you know, as soon as I get out of school, I'm gonna be good. No, hell no. You gotta work your butt off to get whatever it is that you want in life. Stop throwing that education around like it's the end all, man. That's all I wanted to say, honestly. But anyway, I'll see you guys a little bit later, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful. We are still on our way to 10K subs, man. I want to say we're like 9,300 right now, still climbing, racking in, you know, thousands of views every freaking day, man. Salute to y'all. I really do appreciate you guys for continue to rock with me, man. Keeping this thing going. We're gonna continue to spread this word. We're gonna do it a little bit different than everybody else. You know what I mean? Because I honestly think that I come from a different place when it comes to delivering certain type of information. My way is a little bit different from most people, and that's cool. But the goal is still the same. All right, the goal is still the same. It's not gonna change, man. We're trying to get people to level up, be better, and I'm actually doing it in real time so I can show you guys. It's gonna be on JoJo and Katie page, the Truth Podcast, and also this channel as well. All right, that's gonna be me documenting my journey. Anyway, see you guys later, man. Y'all be blessed, be beautiful, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Yes, sir.